Today I am putting a hitch on this IONIQ 5. This is a 2023. Here's the hitch. You need any of those numbers. I've actually never done one before. So let's get this box open, see what's in there, what it looks like. Handy dandy razor. Box cutter. So we got some hardware here. Bracket. Stay open. This is most likely just like the thing that the ball goes on. This box is empty. One bracket, two bracket, looks like it's labeled. Well, you know what? All the nuts and bolts are probably in here. Nuts and bolts. Also, for this one isn't getting the wiring, but this little hitch cover, the little thing that goes on the hitch, and nuts and bolts. Let's get this up in the air and see what we're working with. Alright, so here's all the bolts. Remember when you're putting these washers on, you can see it has these little like spikes. You want to make sure that's facing the body. So the spikes will be facing this way. And that will be how all of them go. So it looks like they're all the same size. They're all going to be a 19. So if we go to the vehicle, so you're supposed to be able to scan this and it brings up the directions. It's so messed up I can't scan it. So I'm going to take off this cover here. All it is clips, maybe a couple screws, 10 millimeter. Nothing that possibly even this. I'm going to take this down and see what it looks like. Okay, so I didn't have to do any of those clips. All those clips are there. You just have to take out the 10 millimeter screws. One here, 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 here. This one's just a little twist thing here. And then there's a couple in the back, which I don't know if I'm going to need to remove yet, but there's 10 millimeter. And then it looks like I also need to take this piece down. And this seems like I do need to pull these clips on this. So that piece came down real easy. I need these clips and it just kind of slid right out. So that was simple. Now I gotta figure out where those brackets are gonna go. Okay, so I was just looking around and it looks like they're gonna go way up under here. You can see the main body here. You see this is the bracket right here. I just set it there, I haven't put it in yet. And it looks like that's where it's going to go on both sides. They are labeled which way is the front of vehicle and all that. So I'm going to see if I can get a screw in there or a bolt. I may even just pull back this fender liner a little bit. I'll probably see better. So you probably don't have to do this, but I just went ahead and took the wheel off and pulled the fender liner back. You can see right here is where the bracket is. I got one started. You could probably do this by feel. We got that started. Probably just reach up, like I said, do it by feel. And now I'll go to the other side, which I don't have the fender liner pulled back yet. I'll take the mud flap off, take a screw here, clip here, and I'll just untwist this thing, just kind of like a, pull it back and we'll see where it goes there. Here we are on the driver's side, so the bracket's just gonna fit right there. I'm not sure if we need to move that cable. It looks like it's going to be alright. Let's get those started. So for this back one, they had this group of wires is going right up. You can see this was hooked in right here. And it just wasn't letting me push this far enough. So I undid it to get it out of the way. Looks like you can kind of tuck it back in there after you get the bolt started. And this was just sitting on there like that. So it's looking good there. I'm going to tighten these up a little bit. I'm not going to crank them all the way down just yet because I want to get the hitch on there. So I'm going to get someone to help me lift that up. Okay, I managed to get this up in there myself. So it kind of goes tucked under here. You can see. So now that it's all give it its final torque. Alright, I got them all torqued down. According to the thing, it's 68 foot-pounds of torque. So now that I got it all in there, let me start putting this stuff back together. The mud flaps back on, really easy to do. And they'll be in business. Alright, so I got it all back together with these. Now you have this piece that was slid up here, which of course now is not going to fit. So what we got to do is cut it out into two pieces. So we're going to cut this middle section here and here, making sure we leave this clip hole and this clip hole for the end. So we're only going to cut it about as wide as this little tab here. And there'll be two pieces. We'll put it back on there and everything should look good. So I just cut it in half, where I cut it in that spot like I just showed. Okay, one side just clipped in, this side is missing the mark. Why won't you just go in your home? Go to your home? Take all those clips that we took out. I should have just mounted the camera somewhere, but I move around so much, side to side, it takes a lot of extra time to set the camera up, and I'm already staying late. Okay, I should have been gone about a half hour ago. Dropping stuff everywhere. Two more clips. Dropped it again. There we go. Got it on there. Everything looks good. Now it's gonna torque the wheels since I took them off, and it'll be good to go. If it helped, leave a thumbs up. If it was interesting, leave a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe.